Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Like to say what's up to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great Friday. Sorry for the delay. I was caught up in a little something, but everything's good. So I'm here. Thankful to be here. And let me see what's going on here. All right. I'd like to give a shout out to my man Pat S. Thank you, Pat S, for being here. Louis Exparo, man, haven't seen you in a hot minute. Thank you for being here, Luis Exparo. Yeah, this is always great to see you. It's been a minute. Sit room, my man. You're definitely on time, man. Definitely on time, man. Here you go. And sit room saying hello to everybody. So hopefully, so is Luis. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good. It's actually a good Friday for a number of reasons. And I'm just thankful to be here. Just thankful to be here with y'all. We have an awesome guest here that I'm definitely honored to show in a minute. But I wanted to get to all y'all first and to see how everybody's doing. Here comes the pre-show show. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, man. Sit room says that's cool. Yeah, I had like I said, I had a little delay, but appreciate y'all being patient with me. Pats. Yeah. Like say what's up to Rough Girl. Hey, what's up, girl? Hopefully everything's good with you. She's saying, hey, party people. Yeah, man. She's saying hello to Pat S, Sit Room, and Luis Sparrow. That's what's up. Sit Room says what's up to Rough Girl. Yeah, man. You guys are great. Oh, Rough Girl says black people always late to something. Shit, you better believe it. Oh, shit. You know what's up. That's a good one, though, man. Put a smile on my face. Appreciate you, Rough Girl. Sherry. It's a pleasure to have you here. She says hello to Rough Girl. There you go. Look at that. Everybody saying hi. Hello, well. Lord Thoth says, hail to you, my man. Lord Thoth. Great to have you here, my man. Time to show off some shit. You know how we do around here. Yeah, man. Look at that. Everybody's in good vibes. Shit. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think it's about time for me to introduce my guest. You guys know him. You guys love him. He's the one, the only StoneLoki for Mornings of Mischief. He's my brother like no other. King of the South. So here he goes. Live in effect, y'all.
No, man. There's two kings of the South. The king sitting right next to me and this one right here.
I
Greetings,
that,
one and all. Hail. Hope everybody's out there is having a great Friday and you're just loving it. It's the end of the week. It is the end of the week, and we all get to hang out right here on the pre-show.
There you go. There you go, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. I think I got this mic situation fixed. If it's any point, it's like let me know and I'll fix it. But we've got a new double shielded cable going to the computer. It's in a different USB port, so I shouldn't have any problems. No mic screeching. No more mic screeching. Hashtag fuck mic screeching.
There you go. Actually, you sound pretty good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
How are you doing,
good.
brother? You looking good.
Thank you, man. Been trying to eat right, man. Exercise, keep a positive and healthy mind state with, trying to be a little bit more positive. Yeah.
I've been doing stairs lately. Clothes are starting to hang off me funny.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. Me, I've been doing a lot of lunges, man, and shit like that. I've been doing a lot of different exercises, shit that I'm not accustomed to, but it's always good to have, change and it's good to switch things up and do things that you're not normally accustomed to, man. That's how you grow, man. You gotta, you gotta try little things out here and there. If you're not a guy, if you're not a person, if you exercise and you don't like squats, go in there and try a couple squats, man. Even though you don't like it, You know, a lot of people hate, you know, if they work out. The one thing I hear that people dislike the most is leg exercises and stomach exercises. You know, people can get down with back exercises, you know, and all kind of other things, but those things kind of get, you know, people out of the groove of doing those body parts, man. And man, it's a fucking struggle, man. But the thing is that, you know, it has to be done, man. So I'm just, you know, I'm feeling good, man. And you know, I wanted to, you know, before we start, you know, I wanted to tell everybody something. You know, when I first started, right? Of course, you know, the first people I met was, you see the beautiful gentleman there in the chat called Mike, Mexican Iron Man. Had the pleasure of meeting him and Echo Base Network. They were the, you know, those three guys were the first people that I met. And I remember Echo Base Network having me on right when I first started. And I remember sitting in you know, in the back room after the show. And I was like, man, you know, did you see, man, there was StoneLoki out there? And I never met Loki, but the thing is, you know, when if you guys remember me telling y'all that when I first started YouTube, you know, and I got around to seeing what was going on with the fandom, the first people I was seeing was Geeks and Gamers, Doomcock, Echo, you know, World Class Bullshitters, Geeks and Gamers, you know, and you know, Jesse Milestone. And it was like I was sitting there and looking at all of them. And the one person that I would see in most of the chats was your man right here, StoneLoki. And everywhere I went, I would see him everywhere. And you know, and that's telling of one thing, is that he was very supportive of everybody. So I would see him. And after that one day that I went live, and, you know, and I was nervous as fuck, man. I did my first, you know, one of my first lives with Echo Base Network, hanging out with Coach and Nick. I said, hey man, did you see you had StoneLoki out there? You know, so I tell this to Coach. Coach says, you want to meet him? Yeah. So he put him on, and then, you know, I was like, hey man, I've seen you everywhere, you know, ever since this and that, and I seen you in here. And he was like, yeah. I was like, dude, I was there. And ever since then, you know, he's been nothing but a brother to me, man. He's been good to all of us, you know, everybody that he streams with. You know, he's been very generous of his time, always trying to make sure we're okay. You know, whenever, I mean, trust me, there's been plenty of times where I had shit going on with me, or I was feeling some kind of way or unhappy about something. He'd be the first person to be like, hey brother, what's wrong, or what's going on? You know, he's very, you know, I know you probably don't want to hear it, but he's a very loving, caring person, you know, in a good, healthy way, man. You know, that kind of, that real shit that, you know, everybody needs to, you know, feel and understand from someone that's as caring and as giving as him. And I'm not trying to say this to, you know, blow anything. I'm just being honest, man. He's a very great guy. And, you know, even to this very second, he said, brother, if you ever need anything, my doors are always open, man. You know, hit me up, call me, let me know what's going on. And you don't find too many people like that, man. So I just, you know, want to let you know that, you know, from the beginning, you know, he's been down, you know. And I mean, I met Mike and Echo Base Network first, but it was only maybe a month down the line, maybe a month and a half was when I met Loki. And from there, you know, shit's, you know, blasted off. You know, we did the comic book roundtable, you know, which I love and I miss, you know. And but you know, one thing that I truly miss is streaming with, you know, Loki and Eris, and, you know, with, you know, along with Fat Steven and Clobbering times. You know, it was a very special thing, man. And you know, it's something that I'll never forget, man. It's times that I'll always cherish. And, you know, I miss those things, man. So shit.
We're going to do that again, aren't we? We're going to have a reunion in December. We're going to have a comic book roundtable reunion in December.
There you go.
And to hang out and look at comics and show off our collections and talk about good stuff and leave the negative shit out of there.
Right.
And
then basically we'll be blowing that shit up, man.
Blowing that shit up.
There you go. So with that, you know, we're about to start showing off some comics. But before we do, you know, if everybody can give me a moment just wanted to actually acknowledge the chat. You know, there's a few people that have came in. See, the last person I saw was Sherry. Great to have you here, Sherry, and Lord Thoth. What's up, rough girl? Low Spec Linux laptop was good, my man. Great to have you here. You know, there you go. We got Sherry here saying what's up to everybody. Lord Thor says what's up to rough girl. There you go. Lord Thoth, man, my man, the man with 100 long boxes in his collection, man. I don't even know how we gonna catch up to him. We could put our collection together, and we won't even fucking phase probably half of that shit, man.
Oh no,
shit. What's up, Pat S, man? Thank you. You know, please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, please share it around, man. You know, if you guys can share it off of YouTube or Twitter or anything like that, I'll be highly appreciative and you know, very much thankful for that, man. But I do appreciate you guys being here.
Coach is in here too. Coach is
there you go. Purple Valkyrie. Good afternoon, everyone. All. That's right. I remember, you know, Purple Valkyrie, man. She's awesome too, man. Holy shit. I apologize, y'all. I didn't even. There we go. Cutting that shit off the phone. But yeah, it's great to have you here, Purple. She's awesome, man. Purple Valkyrie is always looking out for everybody, man, and she has everyone's back. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Purple Valkyrie, please do. She's fucking awesome, man. It's great to have you here. The Islington girl, what's up, girl? How's it going? Great to have you here.
Speaking of Coach just jumped in here too. He says, "I love 24."
Yo, Mexican Iron Man, what's up, my man? Let's see. I'm all the way at the top. Let me see that's what's up, Brandon, the anime guy. What's up, brother? You say, Coach? Oh, what's up, Coach? I love 24. Hey, man, I love you too, Coach. You know, I've been talking about you quite a bit, man. You know, letting everybody know how you and Mike really helped me out, man. You know. And, you know, just tell y'all, man, Coach and Mike and everybody, man, they never asked for anything, man. They, you know, they really cared about me and what I was doing, man. And they did everything. Matter of fact, I'll even show y'all, man, some of the intros that Coach made for me, man. You know, when I first started, man, you know, that's how much, you know, Coach and Nick and Mexican Iron Man was really trying to look out for your boy, man. So I love you too, Coach, man. I miss you, man. Hopefully we get to do something soon, man. Man, let me see. Coach's Jedi Archives. Yeah, please subscribe to Coach's Jedi Archives and Echo Base Network. If you haven't, you know, these guys are doing great things, man. They got great documentaries and all kinds of Star Wars content. And, you know, they're not with that woke shit. So anything that you're going to see coming from Echo Base Network is going to be about true Star Wars. Not none of that fake shit. Not none of that Kathleen Kennedy shit. They, you know, they're the real deal, man. So, you know, they're not going to sit there and, you know, they talk about Luke Skywalker, how much they love him, and then they're going to turn around and talk about how much they love the acolytes. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Thank you, Coach. Darth Hasher, what's going on, my brother? Great to have you here, man. Oh, man, look at all these great people, man. My boy Brandon Wolf, man. Sit Room. You guys are awesome, man. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Loki.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off, man, with something, man. Let me see. I got a bunch of shit here. Now. All right. Oh, that's what I was missing. All right. Now, like I say, I'm, you know, something I've been having here for a minute. But you know, since you're a Batman fan, you fuck with any Justice League?
Yeah, I've got some Justice League.
You ever heard of Justice League, A Midsummer's Nightmare?
No, I have not.
Well, this is Justice League from the 90s. So this right here is issue number 1. This is a 3-part miniseries. It's called Justice League: A Midsummer Nightmare, and this is actually autographed by Fabian Nicieza, and I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name correctly, but it's Fabian Nicieza and another individual that the fandom doesn't like anymore, and that's Mark Waid.
Yeah.
And but the reason why this is autographed is because this is Mark Waid when he was actually good. And then and there was a time where Mark Waid was actually pretty damn good. Like he was able to write his ass off. The thing is he let his politics dictate his artistic ability.
Yes.
And that's why he writes like a SJW now, man. No bullshit. But there was one point when he wasn't brainwashed with that garbage, or maybe he was and didn't show it. But he at one point he did do great comics.
Absolutely.
Not gonna lie, and he did a hell of a Flash run. So that's issue 1 autographed. Look at this, man. Issue 2 autographed.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
they only did 3 of these.
Right. There's 3 issues.
I love how in the 90s, like when you got that, you've got like when Dark Horse did the Batman versus Predator. I love how in the 90s they did that. They would do like a little 2, 3, 4 part series,
right.
And then boom, that's it. It's done.
Well, it's when they did anything past 4 issues, that was when they were trying to, like, Christ on Infinite Earths was 12 issues. Secret Wars, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it 8 issues? The original Secret Wars?
So. Yeah,
I think it was 8 issues. So anything that was past 4 had to be on some blockbuster shit in order for it to warrant being drawn out that long. But yeah, man, when you had like 3-issue and 4-issue miniseries, yeah, these were good, and they're both autographed by both gentlemen, Mark Waid and Fabian Nicieza. But yeah, this is a pretty, you could tell Superman had the long hair, so this is when he came back from being dead. And
so the mullet.
Yeah, he had the mullet, and then you already see Aquaman. This is from when he got his hand bitten off by the piranhas, and he had the hook. So this is basically where your Jason Momoa Aquaman looks come. His version of Aquaman comes from this
Pirate.
Look.
Yeah, the more piratey instead of I'm swimming with dolphins.
Right.
Now, yeah, he looks mean.
Yeah, he was more like he didn't give a fuck. So, and then this is, even though Wonder Woman looks kind of ill, this is issue 3. Look at her eyes, man. Like she's like she done smoked on something, man. She looks like real beamed out. But yeah, this is all 3. And that's Wally West. Yeah, this is 1996. So basically, this is about 2 to 3 years after all the heroes have changed. Superman died and came back. Wonder Woman lost her mantle of being Wonder Woman, and she had to fight Etermis. And she was an Amazon with long red hair, and they both had to fight for the mantle of Wonder Woman. And Diana Prince won back her her mantle to be Wonder Woman. So
had they already gone through Nightfall, Night Quest, and Night's End by then?
But no, during that time, yeah, actually, you're right, because this is Bruce Wayne. So yeah. Yep. So but it was like between 93, 94, and 95, because you got to understand, from when the time Batman broke Bane broke Batman's back, it was 2 years in real time that Bruce Wayne. First he was in a wheelchair, and then he had to try to relearn how to walk, and then he went on a quest to regain his how to fight and everything, and all that like Night Quest, Night's End, and all that, and the mantle of the Bat when he had to fight Azrael to see who was going to be Batman. That was like a 2-3 year journey, like along with Nightfall. So yeah, between Nightfall and Batman becoming Batman again, that was about a good 2-3 years, man, in real time. Like it took that long to tell all those stories.
What did
And
you
then
think
you got to
about them
think.
trying to cram that into that last movie with Bane? Them trying to cram all that into the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah,
They
it
bet.
was that was a trip, man, because that was when all the issues, were connected, like Batman, Detective, Shadow of the Bat, Legend, what's that? Legend of the Dark Knight, or was it the Legend of Batman? I can't remember, man, but it was like a legend book. They would all circulate, like it was issue 1 here, issue 2 there, issue 3 there,
Yeah,
issue 4 there, and
you had
they
to
did
get
the same
all
thing
of
with
them.
Superman, yeah, and even with Superman, when Superman
Yep.
died, all the issues were numbered, man. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you had to get the Man of Steel, you had to get the Adventures of Superman, you had
Superman,
to get
right?
Superman, and then you had to get like Last Son of Krypton or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was Action
Man of
Comics,
Tomorrow, Action Comics Man of Tomorrow or some
right?
shit like that. Yeah, and they did the
So
same thing with the Batman stuff with Nightfall.
right,
But
so
the Nolan movie, when they did that, because they did that Night Rises or whatever, Dark Knight
the
Rises,
Dark Knight
they
Rises.
tried to tell that story in like a 3-hour movie, and it didn't work. Him coming back from that, it's like Bane broke his back in that movie, and then they throw him in that pit and they try and act like, oh well, over the course of a couple months he's fine. And that's not
Right.
it did they tried to incorporate parts of that of Nightfall
Yeah, they
into
did. They
that
did.
movie, and it didn't work. It was like a wannabe Nightfall.
I don't know. I never understood how these people have this, access to the source material, but always want to put their own spin to it and give it their own interpretation. That's the thing, man. When it comes to people making these comic book movies, we don't want the director's interpretation. We want like I tell you what, man. Zack Snyder's Justice League, and between that and Sin City, those had to be the most comic accurate, movies that I've ever seen. Probably next to the first Superman, like the 1978 Christopher Reeve Superman. Those had to be like the closest iterations to the real life comic books as possible. And what makes the changes is like, well, in Superman from Christopher Reeves, the first Superman, Jonathan Kent dies in the first movie. Hell, he died in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
are
like that.
here for a reason.
Right, but in the comic book, he lived all the way to Superman. What issue was that? 500? Like when
Yeah, his
when he
parents
died.
were still alive.
Right, his parents were still alive, man. So that's a director's choice. Same thing with I'll tell you what, with the Watchmen with Zack Snyder. Where Zack Snyder stepped in and gave his own iteration of the shit was the ending when they didn't come with that jellyfish, starfish thing that was supposed to come in with at the end. He changed the ending. Everything else was comic book accurate all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean,
The Christopher Reeves movie holds weight because it sends him on that quest.
right.
And it's like that, and this has happened before. Shit, it happened in the Bible. Jesus goes off into the desert, disappears for 12 years, and then shows back up again. It's the same thing, but flipped a little bit.
Right.
So Clark Kent goes off on a quest and has to learn over like a decade what it's going to mean to be Superman, and then he goes out into the world and goes to Metropolis. So he's just been gone. He goes from being that late in life teenager,
Right.
to being a man over the course of 10 years. He's learned about all the galaxies. He's learned from Jor-El. He's learned all his lessons. And still he has to go back and be like, Dad, what do I do here? You cannot, you cannot alter the events of human history. And he's still learning.
Right.
He's still learning, even after all these time. I really like that choice of why did my dad have to die when I have all these powers and I couldn't save him?
Right.
And then at the end, he's gotta face the fact that, well, I can do things that other people can't do. The question is, should I do things
Right.
other people can't do? I always like that question. You have ultimate power. Are you going to use that ultimate power for the benefit of mankind, or are you going to use it for the benefit of yourself?
That's true, man. I mean, it's Hell, it's an amazing story, man. You know, Superman's an amazing character. Just hate to see what they fucking putting him through right now, man. Talking about they're gonna commemorate the death of Superman with killing him all over again next year, man.
No. It's because they just didn't know. No, they'll bring him back. They'll stop this Jonathan Kent stuff, and they'll bring him back. And all they've done is they've done damage to the brand. Do you know what? Do you know what Death of Superman did in the '90s? And I realized this. I've got this. I've got this. I've got these two big stacks of Marvel comics.
Right,
And I love the X-Men comics that I have and the Spider-Man. Mainly it's X-Men and Spider-Man.
right,
But then I look over at this giant mountain of Batman and Superman. And I almost didn't have that. I had been like, oh, well, Superman's a Boy Scout and Superman's not cool. And I like the X-Men and I like Wolverine and Spider-Man's mouthy and all this stuff.
right,
And there was a divide between the kids that liked DC Comics and the kids that liked Marvel. And then my buddy's like, you know, Superman died. And I'm like, what? Yeah, they killed off Superman. And I go back and I read this comic and there's this kid. There's this kid in that comic that's like, well, Superman's stupid. But what is he going to do? Save a cat out of a tree? And that's how I felt. And I started reading this series.
right.
I realized I am that kid that lost faith in the mightiest of Earth's heroes, in the best of us. He is the best of us. Superman is
Right.
the best of us. He always was. And when he died, there's this realization that I didn't appreciate what we had until we lost it.
Right.
And I picked up DC Comics again, and I never put them down again. I never stopped them until the late mid 2000s,
Right.
to late 2000s, New 52, and I just didn't care. And they've made Superman a joke. Oh, well, you know, it's not my planet, but it's yours, Jonathan. Go forth and do whatever you want to with it. And I'm like, that's not Superman. I'm sorry. That may be your interpretation of Superman. But that is not Superman. That is not the Man of Steel. That is not the guy we all know and we all love. Superman would never just abandon the earth. It's his home. Doesn't matter whether it's his adopted home or not, it's his home.
Purple Valkyrie says, I'd say The Crow and 300 are the most comic book accurate films. Do love V for Vendetta and Sin City too. Yeah, you're right. I was just thinking about the ones that off the top of my head, but you do have a point there. The Crow and 300. What do you think about that, Loke?
300, I want to tell you, man, when I went and saw 300, I was like, holy shit. It's like they opened up the comic and put it on screen. They just opened up that book by Frank Miller and they put it up on the screen. And it's absolutely fantastic. There's that scene where they're pushing them off the cliff to the cliffs. It's straight out of the with the wolf, all of it. I was just amazed that they were able to take a comic and put it on screen. You can say whatever you want to about the chests and the workout the guys did and all that other horse shit. But they took a comic and they literally opened the book and they put that book up on the silver screen and you got to watch it happen.
Man. Yeah, I love both of them. I have both of them sitting right here next to me, man. I have my whole comic book movie collection here next to me, man. There's so many of those movies. Man. You know, actually, let me see.
I'll tell you, you know what I've been trying to find?
What's that, man?
This is so crazy because I was looking for this before I opened up my long boxes and my tote that I had on my comics, and I was looking for a Aliens versus Predator #1.
Aliens versus Predator?
Yeah, Aliens versus the original run, not the Fire Squad or any of the other shit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's the orange cover with the Predator on the front and the ship. You see the ship and you see the Predator and it's like an orange cover. I'm going through all my stuff and poop, there it is. And I'm like, son of a bitch. There it is.
Hmm.
And then I found the number 0, and I found number 2, and I found number 3, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I just, this stuff has been buried. You have no idea how long it's been since I've been through these boxes. It's been at least 12, 13, 14 years.
Wow.
The last time I went through all this stuff, I was getting ready to move to a northern part of Texas.
Right.
And I went through I just flipped through everything. I didn't even like take them out. And they had been in these long boxes and this big ass blue tote I had. And they've just been in there.
Right.
I just haven't opened them. I haven't looked at them. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to get some new bags and boards. I'm going to get some new long boxes because there's water damage on one of them. And I'm going to refresh everything, and I'm going to recatalog everything. And going through all that stuff, it's crazy. I've got almost the entire run of Nightfall, Knight's Quest, Knight's End, all the Death of Superman, Rebirth, all that shit. And it's just like, I can't believe that as much as I love Marvel,
right,
I've got like 200 Marvel comics, and then I have a mountain of Batman, Superman, a couple Wonder Woman, some really old, like 25-cent Justice League, Justice Society, some really, really old stuff. And then I've got my stack of signed stuff that I've got that's signed and certificated and all that shit. I am actually considering slabbing those.
Considering what?
Getting them certified and slabbed.
Get them slabbed. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the thing with that is, people charge more. From what I heard, it costs like anywhere between $20 to $25 to get a comic book slabbed.
Yep.
And I guess the unfortunate part of it is like once you get it slabbed, you can't read it no more because it's in there. So.
Do you remember the Spider-Man anniversary? There was like 3 different colored versions.
It was blue, green, red, and then they had the black one for the Amazing Spider-Man. So yes. Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Spider-Man.
I've got all those signed. One of them signed by the inker, one of them signed by the writer, and I forget who signed the other 2. But I've got all of those signed. I didn't even realize I had 2 of them until I was going through my stuff. I had the red one and the blue one out because I bought those recently. I found those and bought those recently. But then I didn't even realize that I had the other ones, and they were signed by 2 different people. So it's like you start looking at that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to open these again. I'm not going to. So if I can get them, looked at, the condition written down, get them slabbed, and pass that on to, let's say, my kids or their kids, grandkids, whatever, and they can get a lot more out of it that way. I'm never going to read these again. I would love to, but I'm never going to do it because
you can always get a beat up ass backup copy, and keep it. With your slabbed one, so that you can say, this one's the key. But if you want to read it, here goes the actual comic book, and that way, it doesn't fuck with the value of the original. Plus they couldn't read it anyway, so you'd be like, here, either that or they say own it on the online. What's that? Digital comics.
Yeah.
But see, but fucking with getting anything digital would actually be putting money back in their pockets, man. So you better off buying the beat up ass comic book from somebody secondhand, and that way you just.
If you want, okay, here's the thing, and this is the only argument I would have with that. If you're going to go on a search for a set that you want to collect, if you're like, man, I remember reading 1 or 2 of the Death of Superman, or I remember reading 1 or 2 with Nightfall, or I remember reading 1 or 2 of Unlimited X-Men, whatever.
Right.
If you're gonna get them and collect them, and you don't remember what the hell the story was about, first, make sure you love what you're collecting. Don't just buy something because you're like, oh, that's cool. so being able to like dig into those digitally and be like, man, I love that story, and then
Right.
going out and getting them all, finding them all. I just got the Metal Gear Solid collection, and that thing's insane. I love that story. I love the cover art. I looked before I leaped into that. I saw
Right.
one of them and I was like, damn, they did a Metal Gear, and they did a Metal Gear 2, and they did a Metal Gear 3. But these are like 12 issue series.
Right.
I looked at them. I examined them. I was like, man, I love how this whole first collection looks. The artwork on it is badass. There's Sniper Wolf. There's Solid Snake. There's
Right.
all these pictures. The art just amazed me, and that's what I care about. Is the way I want a good story, and I want them to look good.
Damn.
So looking at that digitally, and then going, well, IDW Comics, they want like $1,000 for this set, and I'm like, no way. I'm gonna shop around. I'm gonna find the way. I'm gonna find it the way I want it,
Right.
and then
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
get them. But buy what you love. Yeah, Lord Thoth. That's it. Buy what you love. Don't just collect to collect. Don't be like, oh well, look, I got a Justice League here. Oh look, I got a Spider-Man here. Oh look, I got this. Make sure you really like what you're looking for. That way, when you get it, it's like, yeah, I fucking
Right.
I got that issue that I wanted. I got that issue that I was missing. Yeah, I almost bought a whole set of the Death of Superman, and I was like, man, I know I've got that whole set. I know I do, and I know I've got some of them signed. And I went looking, and hell yeah, I've got that whole set, and I've got the Death one with the black bag and the bleeding S shield.
Oh, right.
I've got that signed. So I was like, why the fuck do I need to go and buy them again when
Right,
I've got
that's
that whole set? Because I love it. I
Damn.
love it.
Yeah, that was back, man. That's back when comics were good, man. And even when people were upset, from the death of Superman, and they thought that, yeah, of course, people know that it was like a cash grab, at some point. But at the same time, it gave us Superboy, it gave us Steel, the Eradicator,
That's right.
Cyborg, Superman, and
You didn't
you
know
know,
who was who.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what they did. Who's the real Superman? Oh, Man of Steel's got his soul. Superboy is him as a young clone.
Right.
The Eradicator, well, they called him the last son of Krypton. They didn't call him the Eradicator at first. They just
Right.
called him the last. You had to figure out that motherfucker was the Eradicator.
Right.
It was the last son of Krypton, and then you had Cyborg Superman, who went to Lois Lane and said, my body was too damaged. They rebuilt me using Kryptonian technology, and I don't have all of my memories, but I remember we were together. And that's when Lois is like, oh my God, it's Superman. Yeah.
Man.
And none of them were the real Superman.
Exactly. Yeah, that was, and that's the thing. It was like, and you're right. Back then when he came out with these stories, it was something like you never saw anybody else as Wonder Woman, but it only took for her to lose. Like they wasn't even calling her Wonder Woman; they were calling her Diana. And then when she won her the right to be Wonder Woman again, the representative of Paradise Island Mascara, then only then were you allowed to call her Wonder Woman again. Like seeing shit like that. At the same time, Wally West was going through his thing. Basically, he thought Barry Allen had came back, and it was actually Eobard
Thawne.
There you go. It was him, but but the thing is he thought he was Barry Allen himself until he started like freaking out. He started realizing that, hey, that's not really Barry Allen, the Flash. So, you get to see that Aquaman got his hand bitten off. So of course he comes with the hook. Hal Jordan went crazy, became Parallax. And, so it's like every member of the Justice League went through some shit. Superman died and came back. Batman got his back broken. So it was one of those things that it was like, oh shit. And then right around 1996, it was 96 was when they came with the Justice League of America #1, which is the first time they've all been together. The original members being a part of the Justice League, the first time since the 80s, since they canceled the first run of the Justice League. So right around then, is when you start seeing like these, this limited series and that whole first run of the Justice League in '96. So it was some good shit to see all of our heroes united, but it was them after going through their trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Okay, Lord Thought says, no, I want to forget Parallax. Was that the story that led up to Amazon's attack? Yeah, I remember Amazon's attack. That was a 6-part miniseries. Yeah, that was, I don't know. A lot of people didn't really enjoy that, man. But yeah, I got a few other books, man. I'm not sure if you wanted to show off anything. If you had,
I do not have anything sitting here. I might be able to get you a picture.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. While you do that, let me show you this, man. To show it to you, I got to pull it out. You remember this?
Yes, I do.
Now,
that's number 2, right? Is that number 2?
No, it's number 1.
Number 1. My number 1 looks different.
And they're both number 1s.
Yep. The one you got with the Predator on it is the one I've got.
Now, the thing with these is I don't know if you can see right here.
Yep.
It's autographed by Andy and Adam Kubert.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Kubert brothers, the son of Joe Kubert. They one wrote it and the other one drew it. So this is autographed, and they're both are autographed by the Kubert brothers.
That is absolutely insane.
So they're all, they're autographed, they're numbered. This is number 141 of 5,000. So it was funny when you sat there, and I'm not sure if you can see the reflection. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. There's those signatures.
Yeah, and then you could see it numbered right. There you go, right there. You can see it numbered 141 of 5,000. And like I said, they're both autographed. They're beautiful, man. So it's funny when you said Batman versus Predator. I smiled a little bit, like, shit, he doesn't even know I'm about to pull these out on him. Then
I sent you some pictures on Twitter. I don't know if you can pull them up or not.
I mean, you could have shared your screen if you was able to do that.
Yeah, I can do that. Give me just
one
second.
Yeah.
Probably be easier.
Well, I'll tell you what. While we let me show you this here. Got a few things here to show you.
There you go.
There we go. See what we got here.
That's that 1 of 3. I didn't even know I had that. I thought I only had the 3rd one.
Wow. Batman versus Predator. Curious for sure doing the new.
But
yeah, Amazon's attack sucks. Yeah, I hear you, Project Storytime. Yeah, actually, Batman versus Predator. It's funny. So you basically you have the one where the Predator is busting through the whole Batmobile.
Yes.
Now I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like, "Holy shit!" I never even seen a Batman villain do no shit like that.
No, nobody ever did. Nobody ever owned him like that before.
Right.
Up until this point, he busted out the Dark Knight metal armored bat suit to fight him in
Right.
the end. There's no other way. And even Alfred in that last issue is like, Master Bruce, are you sure? And he's like, I've got no other choice, Alfred.
Yeah, man, that was because he was actually with Tim Drake.
Let me pull up another one of these.
Yeah, yeah, he was with Trent. He was with Tim Drake in those War of the Gods. Man, and that's the collector's edition. They have two versions of that. They have a regular version, and then they have this one. And this actually, I have that. I have this version here. That's the collector's version of War of the Gods. Actually, War of the Gods, if I'm not mistaken, issue 2 is the first appearance of the Suicide Squad with Amanda Waller. Like her version of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, issue 2 is issue 2 is the first appearance of like that team put together with like Bloodshot and Boomerang and all them. That's
it's funny.
That's issue 2 of War of the Gods.
It's funny. It says their greatest crisis, and Crisis on Infinite Earths hadn't happened yet.
No, this is but this is after.
Oh, it is after?
Yeah. This is after Crisis on Infinite Earths was around like 84, 85. This is like 86, 87.
Okay, I thought this was before.
Yeah. This is after. Okay, you see Hawkman up there? That was when Hawkman. That was when that was like a version of Hawkman that came from the planet Thanagar that were actually like police officers. So that's why they had like those kind of uniforms.
In the suit, that's right.
Yeah, so that's and matter of fact, after War of the Gods was when they came with Wonder Woman #1. So basically Wonder Woman, the original series ended around 84, 85, right before Crisis on Infinite Earths. And then right after Crisis on Infinite Earths, this is like 86, 87. After this was when they came out with the new Wonder Woman 1981. I mean, they came out with the new Wonder Woman issue #1. And that was and that's when you started getting more of the warrior type Wonder Woman instead of having the Wonder Woman that we saw from the 30s and 40s all the way to like the mid 80s. Like Linda Carter's Wonder Woman wasn't like gangster like that with a shield and fucking sword and helmet and a suit of armor. Like Wonder Woman never dressed like that in any of her books.
No,
so this is like this is kind of like the first time we get Wonder Woman as like warrior Wonder Woman kind of. That's because I've never seen her like that until this comic book. And I mean I own mostly all of the multiverse big crossovers like Crisis on Infinite Earths, War of the Gods, Armageddon 2001. I mean there's so many of them, man.
I want to show you something. I don't know if you can see it because I can't zoom in. And I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. But right here, I had to look this up. Right here, this circle with the X is offset by about a half an inch right there. And there were problems with this cover. Some of the circles with the X right there are just fine. You cannot tell they're offset at the halfway mark. Then there are versions of this that are offset. And the offset ones, there's a lot less of them than there are the original covers. So if you have a X-Men 300, Uncanny X-Men 300, and this circle right here at the bottom, the halfway mark is set to the right instead of lining up perfectly. This is worth twice as much as it would be if it wasn't like that.
Oh, damn.
So if you have one of these,
too, man,
keep a hold of it.
I used to love collecting X-Men. I had like the Uncanny X-Men, Excalibur, X-Force. I'm missing one or two other teams. But then of course there was X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. That was like the blue team and the gold team. Then of course I was collecting Cable, I was collecting Wolverine. Then they had like the Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix. What else was I? Oh, I was also starting to collect like Deadpool, and then of course during that time they had the Executioner song. So I was collecting. I wasn't missing a comic book, man.
No, and if
Dude,
you're looking for that
and then
X,
they
if
had
you
the
can
X Men
see,
Unlimited. Yeah, they had the X Men Unlimited, and then the X Men 2099.
yeah. And if you're looking for that X, it's directly to the right of Cyclops's beam, just to the right of his shoulder. So if you see Cyclops's red beam coming out, if you look directly to the right of his shoulder, it's that X right there that is offset halfway through. And it'll be pushed over just a little bit, just like I said, just like a half an inch to the right.
Right. Man, I miss that book, man.
Well, I've got two of them. So if you want one, you can have one. The other day. I think you were on that live stream when I was talking to Chuck Dixon, and I brought this up with Graham Nolan
Yeah.
too. I love this comic simply for the cover, because look at Batman. He's just got that plank of wood with two nails in it, and Robin's like, "Oh my god!" And it's Batman's just, this is what you wanted. People were bitching that Batman wasn't cool enough, that Batman wasn't, the Batman couldn't kill, and they wanted a more
Right.
violent Batman. This is what you got. And then you were like, yeah, no, that's not Batman. That's not Batman, and that's not Bruce either. So it's
Man,
not Bruce Wayne.
I miss those.
This is that stack I was telling you about. This is 100, just about 100 deep. I think there's that one Batman Predator. Um, I know you can barely see it. You can barely see the outline of it. The second one from the right down. Almost all of this is Batman and Superman. Almost all of this is Batman and Superman.
I remember all those issues too, man.
But yeah, that's as I'm going through all of these. It's about 100 deep to the floor. So you can
Man.
imagine. I was telling 24 this, before we went live. I went and bought 500 bags and boards, thinking I'm gonna have at least 100 left over, and I'm gonna need probably 300 more bags and boards to finish doing what I started doing. It's
Right.
way more comics than I thought I thought I was going to be going through and rebagging, because some of them, because I used to be a smoker. I admit it. I used to be a smoker, and some of that smoke got on the covers, the plastic, the bags, and
Right.
some of the boards were yellowing at the top.
Ooh.
So I was like, nope. And I'm rebagging and reboarding everything because I'm in a smoke-free environment now. But considering those have been sitting in a box for 10 years, just sitting there in a tote and in a couple of long boxes, I want to rebag everything. And I'm like, there's no way I've got more than 500 comics. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I did. And almost all of them are freaking DC comics. I just did not have any idea that I had that big of a collection of DC comics. No clue.
Yo, is that like you got like the acid free stuff now that those that you bought?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard they last a long time. Yeah, plastics absorb that stuff. Yeah, Lord Thought says plastic absorbs smoke and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hell of an investment. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like $16-17, combined, with
Per
bags and
100,
back.
yeah.
You get 100. That's like 16-17 bucks, depending on where you go. But yeah, that
Just
shit
to
is
catalog. I've been at this for like a week and a half now, and I'm still not done. I'm not close to being done, and I need more bags and boards. My comic shop is out. The comic shop I went to the other day, out. I called another place, they're out. So I'm like searching now to get a hold of bags and boards, because I don't want to order them offline. I want to like pick them up. I want to go in the store and pick them up.
right. Yeah, man. I mean, online, they'll, depending on who you fuck with, man, they'll definitely hit you for shipping and handling, which would be,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. If you pick up, if they give you 100 bags and 100 backboards, and they put it in a bag, just 100 of both of those alone it's just pretty heavy, man. That's why people don't like to send backboards with a lot of stuff when they mail comics. I've noticed that. Like I've unboxed a shitload of comics, and some of them didn't have a backboard because they were trying to, of course, a lot of it they were still secured with cardboard, but putting, it'll just be like a comic book in the plastic bag, and the plastic bag would be taped between a few pieces of cardboard to make sure that there's no damage. So it basically still has the support, like if it had a backboard on there. But the thing is, the backboard itself, that shit weighs. So that, sometimes even if you order a set of comic books, online, you might get them where they're all like in one bag, securely taken care of, but they'll be basically in one bag with no backboards because it'll weigh it down and it'll cost more for the shipping and handling. So yeah, them shits are they weigh, man. So if you got to pay for shipping and handling for bags and backboards, they weigh quite a bit, man.
Oh yeah. And I can't help but buy something when I go in there. I can't help but buy something. Last time I went to Space Cadets, they had a Street Fighter #1 gold, which was like one out of 5,000 gold edition. That was for $50, and I was just like, I've gotta have it. I have to have it.
Right.
It looks beautiful. It's got the little gold edition on it. I just had to have it because I've got the Champion Edition poster above my arcade cabinet for Street Fighter 2 that has the bosses on it. When they came out with Championship Edition and you got to play as the bosses, you got Bison, Sagat, Balrog, and Vega. I saw that and I was like, God, I want something like that. And I can just frame it and put it right there.
Right.
That ain't no lie. Pat S, there is a pizza shop in Space Cadets. There's a little pizza diner where they make homemade pizza in Space Cadets. So you go in there, you walk out with a 16-inch Brooklyn style pizza, comics, bags and board. You can't go in there and not get food, drink, comics, collectible toys. It's nuts. I absolutely love that shop.
Yo, how much is a 16-inch?
I think it's like $18.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's
and
worth it, man.
That's with double cheese and double pepperoni. That's what I usually order. That's my regular order.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. It's crazy because it's out here in Houston, and I remember when Loki was telling me about it the other day. I've never even heard of that place, so I was like, "What? A comic book store with a pizzeria in Houston?"
Yeah, I
don't know about it.
And it's hidden. It's hidden in this little neighborhood. It's a big place. This place is fucking huge. I love it. But it's like hidden. It's hidden in a strip mall in the middle of this neighborhood. So you never know it was there. They operate completely on word of mouth. We want to be the best comic book shop. You tell all your friends about it. I'm like, it's such a cool place. It's absolutely awesome. Space Cadets Comics in Houston.
Space Cadets. Yep. Loki said he was gonna, he was gonna scoop me up and we'll swing by there one day. I was like, shit, I'm down, man. So,
hell yeah.
I'm down with that shit. Yeah, man. Man. Let me see. Have you ever seen this, man?
Dr. Fate and Blue Devil. I know who Dr. Fate is, but no, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, Blue Devil is a character. He's from the early 80s. His name is Dan Cassidy. And he was a guy that he put on a Blue Devil suit. And the suit ended up grafting to his body. So basically he became more of a supernatural kind of guy. For some reason, like I say, the suit ended up sticking to him. And he could never take it off, so it became part of his body. And he's actually sometimes you would see him with Justice League Dark. He's more of like a paranormal guy. So you see him running around with like Dr. Fate, Demon, Etrigan the Demon. Um, you would also see him sometimes around like Ragman or Zatanna or Constantine. So he's on the level of that and Swamp Thing. So you would see him around them from time to time. He's a good guy though. And you see on top between
Oh, I see the
right on top of
signature.
Dr.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a signature of a guy called Keith Wilson. And that's his autograph. So he autographed it. He did the cover.
Oh wow,
So
that's
this is
kick
like an
ass.
origin book. It's like a who's who. It's an origin. Like basically it's the origin of Doctor Faith and the origin of Blue Devil in this book. So I thought it was pretty cool. And then you ever seen this?
Shazam!
No, it's King Shazam.
No, I haven't seen
Dark
it.
Knight Death Metal. Like you can see the Batman who laughs on top of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Top of it. Yeah. So basically, this is
Like
Shazam
evil
from the negative.
Shazam.
Yeah, he's evil. That's why he says, just scream the word instead of him saying it.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And you can just tell by the way he looks, man.
That's cool as hell. I love that.
Yeah, this is from about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. So they got an evil Captain Marvel out there. That's kind of now this right here. I got these, I got a huge Wonder Woman collection, and actually I was looking through all the covers. I was going through the long box of Wonder Woman, and I was like, let me grab some of these just because of how cool the cover looked. It wasn't like, hey, this is a great story or nothing like that. The stories are just like a one issue story, so it wasn't like a part of no particular arc. But I thought this was cool.
Oh yeah.
Now, I love Wonder Woman. My daughter's named Diana, so yeah, that's I'll tell you guys a story about that one day. But yeah, this is and if you look, she's hitting the bullets with her bracelets, but the way everything came at her, it just formed the W behind her.
That's kick ass.
Yeah, this is some cool shit. I thought it was very different. I thought it was a very slick looking cover. So this is some of the last issues of Wonder Woman. I got that, and then I ended up getting this one out the long box.
Oh hell yeah. That's beautiful. That's absolutely.
Yeah,
I've got a Superman comic kind of similar to that, but it's hand drawn.
right. Yeah, this was kind of like between the early 80s to the mid 80s. So this is like 82, 83. Wonder Woman went for a little bit longer than this and got canceled right before Christ on Infinite Earths. Or right or I think they had a Christ on Infinite Earths crossover like Wonder Woman comic books dealt with the Christ on Infinite Earths, and after that they had canceled it for the crisis. That way they were able to restart some of the titles with a brand new issue number one, and Wonder Woman didn't start for like another 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
But this is like I said, this is one of the last issues, but it's beautiful to see her on top of the invisible jet like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's kick ass. I love that picture of her.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I miss Wonder Woman being classy like that, man. We get this warrior Wonder Woman now, and I just miss the Wonder Woman that was like more chill, like Linda Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yep.
kind of Wonder Woman where she wasn't. like Wonder Woman always had her strength, but I don't know, man. It's just weird as fuck, man. I don't.
It's a Wonder Woman that has something to prove instead of the Wonder
Right,
Woman that's just Wonder Woman.
right.
Wonder Woman never had anything to prove. Wonder Woman's always been Wonder Woman. Well, now that can't be
Right.
the way it is anymore. Now Wonder Woman has to have something to prove. Wonder Woman has to be just as good as the guys are. Wonder Woman has to be when she already was. There was nothing out there to prove. There was nothing, no bar out there she had to leap over. She'd already done it.
And it's funny you say that, man. That's what that's what's going on with a lot of characters. The way these new people write these characters, they write them like if they have something to prove when they were already beloved by the people, man. And it's like they're trying to do that with with Wonder Woman the movie. It's like people love Wonder Woman regardless. You don't have to make Wonder Woman show off or show out when she was already a part of the team. And I just I miss Wonder Woman when she was a little bit more gentler and not always about that warrior shit. It's like we're looking at like Xena warrior, Xena warrior princess type Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's all we've got left. That's all we've got left is
Man,
that warrior woman, Wonder Woman, that has to prove everything.
Zach says it is. LOL. Hold on one second, y'all.
I don't know where 24 went, but hello, Clobbering Times. Hello, Clobbering Times. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? We missed you. Got Clobbering. We're gonna do a round table reunion around Christmas time.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that. I apologize, y'all. I had a cough real quick.
You're all
I
right,
got
brother.
choked up a little bit. But yeah, man. We definitely gonna do that for Christmas time, man. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. You know, let me see. We've been at it for over an hour. I got something to show you, man. You ever seen this?
No.
This is old Adventure Comics, issue number 432. This is drawn by Jim Aparo. Jim Aparo drew a lot of Batman and Aquaman back in the 70s, early 80s. And Carbon Times, yes, reunion. There you go, my brother. Yeah, this is this is mint condition. You can sit here and look at this and see that there's no cracks, no creases.
Looks
And
good.
this is beautiful. This is the Spectre. And they basically gave Adventure, Spectre was the main hero of Adventure Comics for roughly about a good year or two, man. And they would bring in, switch in heroes in and out, but these were actually some very good stories. And look, even Clobbering says, love that Adventure Comics Spectre. Yeah, man. I have a bunch of these, all of them in mint condition, man. But these were some that I had grabbed. Look at this. And if for anybody that doesn't understand the Spectre, he's basically the wrath of God. And if you looked at like Christ on Infinite Earths and a lot of big battles that happened in the DC universe, like the big uh, big crossovers or your multiversal things that were happening, Spectre was always somewhere in there because it's like anything that happens to Earth, whether it's a change or something attacking it, Spectre's always front and center. And sometimes the Spectre's weird. Like, sometimes he'll do shit and it'll make him look like a villain because he's so cut and dry with what he does that you don't know. It's hard for people to understand where he's coming from just because of the position that he holds. Being the wrath of God means he's either going to correct something or he's going to fucking bring the hellfire. So, I love that, man. This right here, Brave and the Bold.
Oh yeah.
Batman and Wonder Woman.
I did find some World's Finest while I was going through my stuff too.
Oh, I got a bunch of World's Finest. Yeah, man. I have World's Finest, some good shit, man. Let me see. Now, this is I'm pulling this out just for the autograph. But this is the Incredible Hulk, issue number 337. It's the Hulk teaming up with X Factor, the original team of X Factor. When X Factor was first created, it was actually the original group of the X-Men. So you have Jean Grey, Cyclops, Iceman. And it's autographed by Peter David right here. I got the certificate of authenticity.
That's cool.
But Peter David used to write the Hulk, and he wrote a story where he teamed up with X Factor in his autograph. So it says autographed. It's right over Iceman's head. So let me see if you can. I'm not sure if you can see that. There you go. You can see that a little bit. Yes, he autographed right over Iceman's head. So then now I'm gonna save this comic book for last. This is something that this has to be the cherry on top right here. Let me see, right here. So right here I have like my Aquaman collection. My whole Aquaman collection is sitting right here next to me. So I got the whole long box. Now, this is Brave and the Bold, issue number 73. Now, you know what's really significant about this issue? This is the first appearance of Vulko. If anybody knows anything about Aquaman, Vulko is... if anybody watched the Aquaman movie, he was the character that William Dafoe played. Willem Dafoe, the guy that played the Green Goblin in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. He played Vulko, and basically he's like the advisor to Aquaman. He's a good guy, more like a father figure kind of dude, trying to give good advice. And this is his first appearance is in this comic book. So this is Brave and the Bold presents Aquaman and the Atom, issue number 73, the first appearance of Vulko. And anybody that's really into Aquaman, I love Aquaman. They would understand who this character is. So it's basically, he's like on the level of Alfred. Like what Alfred is to Batman is what Vulko is to Aquaman. So now, this is Aquaman issue number 30. This is beautiful in mint condition, bro. Look at this, man.
That's crazy.
So you have Superman, Hawkman, Batman, and Metamorpho.
The death of Aquaman.
And this is beautiful in mint condition, man. I remember when I was a kid, I saw this issue sitting in someone's comic shop, and this shit was, look, I seen this thing sold online like in the auction. They sold it yesterday for like $60. So this is, but basically it's like it's not easy to sit there and find this issue in mint condition.
That's crazy.
But I got mine in mint condition, man. It's a beautiful cover, man. It's painted. Fucking awesome, man. Like I said, you can, oh, and in the background, you can see Wonder Woman trying to console Mira. You see that back there?
Yep.
Beautiful, real art. Yeah, man. This is some good shit, man. This Aquaman issue number 37.
And then she dies.
Well, that's what, it's like every other issue, one of them is grabbing the other, like if, like if that's the end of, like if that's the end of the character. But yeah, man, these are beautiful, man. I love these Aquamans. I mean, I'm like I said, I've been, I was collecting Aquaman when Aquaman wasn't even cool to collect. Look at this.
That's crazy. Liquidator.
I mean, and some of the colors look like it's like, I don't know, it's like you could tell like they check this out. Yeah.
But of course she didn't die.
Carbon says he loves Nick Cardy covers, especially his Aquaman covers. Yeah, man, these Aquaman covers are fucking amazing, man. And it's crazy because he was always the least respected out of all, out of every member of the Justice League. And they always, Aquaman always had some good shit going on with him, man. Look at this. He's tied to the bottom of a giant's foot.
Take a giant step.
Yeah, you can see the big toe is hanging over his head. Carbon Time says great stuff. Yeah, man, I got a huge Aquaman collection, man. Like I said, I love Aquaman. I love uh
Is that a dragon?
yeah, man. If anybody loves Aquaman and they love classic Aquaman, you guys came to the right place, man, to come see this shit. Back then, he was riding the seahorses and all that, but I didn't give a fuck, man. I just always thought he was cool as hell, man. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. And this is kind of similar to the cover we seen before the other one.
Yeah. They may have even reused the way, except they turned him. It's kind of
Sorry,
weird.
I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Oh, I was saying they may have even reused that image of him. They just kind of turned him.
Yeah, it was similar to this one.
Wow. It's so weird.
Yeah, they kind of, somewhat similar. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's fucking Aquaman from the 70s, man. 60s and 70s. Man, if I show you this one Aquaman comic, you wouldn't even believe it, man. I got one sitting right here. Like I have more of this original Aquaman series. But if I show you this Aquaman comic I have sitting next to me,
Show me. Show us what you got. Blow that shit up.
yeah, just for you, my man.
Brave and the
All right,
bold.
y'all. This one's special. Look at this. You know
Oh,
who
it's
autographed
you
that,
got it
man?
signed.
By who?
I can't tell.
If you look at where it says Batman,
Does it say Andy? It's blurry, brother. And is that Andy?
Bob Kane, man, the creator of Batman.
Oh, no shit.
Now, you see that under the A and the N of Batman?
Yeah.
That's Jim Aparo. That's the guy that was drawing Batman during the 70s and 80s. And he's the guy that drew this.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if you guys remember Batman back in the 70s and 80s or how he was drawn, but this is drawn by Jim Aparo. And if you look up, like right now, I'll hold this here for a second. Anybody wants to Google Bob Kane's autograph, you can see that it's exactly the same shit I have right here. Like this is official, man. So the creator of Batman. Well, I wish Bill Finger could have autographed this also, but you know, I'll settle for Bob Kane, bro. And Jim Aparo. Shit.
It's kick ass, man.
Hey, you saw what Mason Iron Man just said? Lord Boss says this is so awesome. Mason Iron Man says the worst DC character is the Flash. Run fast. Give me a break. We Mexicans run for our lives every single day. Oh, and he got the little running symbol there. There you go. Clobbering Time says awesome. Yeah, man.
Just point Mexican Iron Man to the border and off he'll go.
There you go. Yeah, man. So this is autographed by Bob Kane and Jim Aparo. And Jim Aparo, man, he's drawn so much, so many Aquaman and Batman comics. Those were the two characters he was actually really known for drawing, man. When he, I mean, I'm not sure if he ever did any work for Marvel, but I've always known him to be a DC guy. So
It's amazing.
The fucking creator of Batman, Bob Kane, man. Nixon Iron Man says, I always liked the Aparo. Yeah, man. When I was growing up, that's how I remember Batman. He had the gray suit with the light blue cape and cowl, gloves and boots. This is how I remember Batman. Seeing Batman the first time ever was him having this particular look. And his trunks were light blue. I mean, this is beautiful, man.
So you're not a fan of the gray and black?
No, I mean it's cool, but this is classic Batman. This how I remember him, man. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, this was around the time where they started putting the yellow ring around his chest.
Yeah.
So so it's cool to have a book with the creator of Batman autographed, and then I'd have something like this.
Oh
Now,
hell yeah.
Martin Ordell is the creator of the original Green Lantern, Alan Scott. And I've showed this book off before, but I figured, you know what? So the creator of Green Lantern back in the late 30s during World War II, it's a guy called Mart. They call him Mart, for short, his name was Martin Nodell. And he actually drew that that lantern that's Alan Scott's lantern from the Justice Society of America from Earth 2. That's his lantern drawn. He drew it. So not only did he autograph it, but he also drew the lantern. And this is 0 hour. And then he autographed this one too. This is Green Lantern, Brightest Day, Blackest Night. And he autographed it right here. You can see he autographed it in gold.
That's badass.
Zach saying, hell to mixing Iron Man, Clobbering Times, hell mixing Iron Man, lightsabers at dawn. Martin Odell, nice, man. Yeah, man. So, I got some books here, you know, autographed by the creator of Green Lantern, and something autographed by the creator of Batman. So, yeah, man, we love mixing Iron Man. Yeah, I was talking about you earlier, my brother. Man, appreciate you, Mike. Shit, man, you're a blessing to a bunch of us, man. Thank you, man.
Me and Mike are going to do a show later tonight. Loki's Late Show. Very first Loki's Late Show with Mexican Iron Man.
Oh, what time?
10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Oh, man. That's a great time, man. Actually, right after FNT, man.
Yep. You got a pre-show and I got an after show.
You know what? And I look forward to watching that, man. I didn't know, but I appreciate you telling us, man. That way we have something to look forward to watching, man, after FNT.
Thank you, man.
It's funny, man. I was looking at Mike's channel, right? Do you know he has like 500 and like I think when the last time I saw it was like either
30?
532
Yeah.
or 534 subscribers.
Yep. He barely
I was
has
like,
anything
shit.
on there.
Yeah, and that's telling, man. That's telling of all the people that love him and respect him. You know, he's not even a content creator. He looks out for all of us. He backs us up. Of course he drops little stuff here and there. But shit, for him to have almost as many subscribers as me,
Mike
that
does a
says a
lot
lot,
of
man.
things. Mike does a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
says a
things.
lot, man. That's awesome, man. I was like, damn, Mike is kicking ass. So shit,
He really does. He
that's
really
pretty
does a
awesome,
lot for a
man.
lot of people.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. We love you, Mike, man. Dude, man. You know what, man? I'm looking at the chat. He says, Lord Thoth says, clobbering times makes Iron Man loves the illogical. Iron Man love is illogical. Oh shit. And clobbering times says, makes an Iron Man plus. Wait a minute. Oh shit, I'm over here skipping shit. Stuart Mitchell makes an Iron Man. Hell, my friend, good to see you here. Stuart Mitchell, great to see you here too, man. Makes an Iron Man is the Mexican Godfather. Shit, you know it, man. Clobbering Times makes an Iron Man rocks, even if he is wrong about the Flash. Shit. That's from Clobbering Times. That's what's up, man. Lord Thought said he is. Yeah, man. We all got love for Mike, man. You know, and with that, I know there's some things that are about to kick off here in the next maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I want to say that I had a great time showing off all these great comics. And you know what, man? I wanted to actually save showing off that Bob Kane, Jim Aparo comic. Just, doing this with you, Loki, man, because I was like, it's a special occasion. You're here. I wanted to make it special and show everyone, something that's been sitting in the long box, something I never showed anyone. But I wanted this to be the first time that I show off some of these books, and was hoping that everybody, had a great time, listening to us, having us, rant and rave about comic books, movies, and all the things that we love. I know that, Loki has actually been putting, he's been standing up, putting up the, a damn good fight against, all the woke shit, all the bullshit that's been going on. He always preached about we never kneel.
Damn straight.
And you know, it's sitting there, listening to him and thinking about a lot of things, along with a lot of stuff that I was seeing going around with the fandom and how things are being treated around here. I know in the last, couple weeks, I've been very outspoken. And I mean, that's just the way it is. There's nothing wrong with speaking up for what you believe in. It's always something wrong if you never do. If you see something that ain't right, something that doesn't agree, something that is fucked up, you don't hold it in. You don't wait for somebody else to speak up. You don't wait for other people to put out videos to express how you feel. You stand up. You let the world be, you let the world know. You let it be known how you feel. What you feel is right, what you feel ain't right. And you speak up against the injustices, regardless of what it is. If it's something that's happening, in the entertainment industry, if it's something that's happening, in real life, something that's happening in your own backyard, don't ever sit and wait for somebody else to do something. You always take the charge. You stand up and you speak out against what's not right. And the thing is, your voice matters. Nobody can ever take your voice from you. And everybody needs to be heard. I've learned that, watching Loki since day one. Mexican Iron Man is the exact same way. And there's a lot of people here in the fandom that the only thing we're trying to fight for is for better days, whether it's in entertainment or in our everyday lives. It's all about the fight. And right now, the fight is what matters. Because there's a lot of shit that ain't good. And, we got to put it out there and call it out. And if it ain't us, who will do it? And, if you wonder about who will do it, then you have to wonder when. You don't ever have to worry about that. If you see something wrong and you're the first one to speak up on it, then you do what you do. But don't ever hesitate, don't back down, and just, and never kneel. So, I learned a lot of that from Loki. You got other folks like Vigilante Williamson and other people that speak out all the time. And along with Mexican Iron Man and, and there's a lot of us out there, that are doing great things, have great channels, speak up all the time. And, I'm thankful for Loki, Mike, and everybody else that do what they do. And, we have some great leaders here, man. So just, wanted to throw that out there, man, and just, and just say, hey, this is what we do, this is what we're about. And, we guys appreciate you guys, for backing us up and always being there to support us and look out for us the way you do.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Say, Loki, if you could you please let us know where we can find you and what you got going on tonight and, over the weekend and going into next week?
Tonight, Mexican Iron Man and I are doing the very first Loki's late night show. This will be at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to try and do one every Friday. If Mike can't make it, I'll get a guest. I might have a guest come in and step in for him if something's going on or if something big happens. But we should have one of these every Friday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, Loki's late night show, unless some unforeseen event, God forbid, happens and throws everything off. You can find us over on Loki's Mornings of Mischief, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time for the morning show every week. And that's pretty much what I got going on.
Anything on Saturday and Sundays?
Nope, not at the moment.
Okay, all right. And with me, of course, you guys caught me today here at the pre-show show. It's the pre-show for FNT. I know there's a lot of people. The reason why I do this is because what I notice is before Friday Night Tights kicks off, if you guys ever see, maybe an hour or two before, no bullshit, maybe an hour or two before FNT starts, you'll see hundreds of people waiting in the chat. Just waiting. They'll wait for an hour or two before it ever starts, before anybody actually gets to come on or see anything. You would definitely see hundreds of people wait. Like right now, you could probably go to the channel, even if they haven't started or they're counting down to get ready to go on. You'll see hundreds of people there waiting. And I was like, well, fuck, if they're sitting there waiting, why not try to give them something that they can check out? And of course, I don't have the, I'm not here, 8 to 10 people strong or anything like that. But they have a lot of great people coming on FNT every week, along with the panels, always a great panel. But I figured, let me go ahead and try to see if I can give something to them. Keep people entertained best I can. So, whether it's in, an hour and a half or 2 hours, give them, the best that I can give them. In that way, hopefully, I would do them some justice and they can go from my show to FNT. And after that, we can all go and check out StoneLoki tonight at 10 p.m. Central, which gives us more to look forward to after FNT, which is great. And I can't wait to see you guys' first episode. So I'm looking forward to that. So hail to you and Mike. And you guys always come with great shit. But just to know that this is what you guys are doing on Fridays at 10 p.m. Central. I'm looking forward to it, man. And aside from what I do here, you guys will see me at Sunday, 5 p.m. Central, with Vigilante Williamson doing the Primetime Kings. And it's always, great doing it with him. We talk about different things going on in pop culture, stuff that's not normally, spoken about, like just little things that's happening with movies, and stuff like that. And, in pop culture that a lot of the other channels don't get around to cover, because there's always so much news out there and only so much you can talk about. You can't possibly cover everything. and we try to kind of slip in between the cracks and talk about the shit that other folks haven't hit on yet. So we do that, and those are the only two times that I go live, unless I'm doing a special appearance somewhere. Other than that, you'll just be seeing me drop videos throughout the week. And matter of fact, in the next day, or if not today, then tomorrow, I got a new video coming. So with that, just wanted to tell everyone thank you. I'd like to thank my guest and one of my great friends, man. This motherfucker's awesome, man. StoneLoki, man. And if you guys haven't subscribed to him, please do, man. He has a great morning show every morning, and he gives you nothing less than his best. And he does it every day, even when he's up or he's down. He'll always show up, and he'll always, give you his 110%. And
Thank you,
shit,
24.
I respect that, man. You gotta love him for it, man. So you guys, please subscribe, and just wanted to tell everyone thank you for looking out for us, supporting us. I know there's a lot of people here from Valhalla. I love Valhalla and everybody there. You have a great fan. You have a great fellowship, alliance, community over there, and you really show love, to the people in Valhalla. And I've seen since day one, they've always had your back. So if you guys ever want to figure out how to have a real, true, growing community of folks that have genuine love for each other, go check out what Loki's doing with his. And it's there's a lot you can learn from that, and there's a lot that I need to learn from looking at his shit. I'm always on the outside looking in. I'm gonna get some time with him, ask him a shitload of questions, and figure out how he did it, because he has a hell of a story to tell behind it, and how he's able to get everybody, together. They're one big family over there, and it's actually, there's a lot of people there. They're great people. Everybody over there is great, and you, like I said, there's if you're trying to grow a channel, you're trying to have people support you, you look over to what he's doing, and you can learn a lot, from just seeing, how he treats his people, how he looks out for them. He has their back. He's on Discord. Fucking, he does it, man. And the thing is, it's just what he is. It's what he does. It's who he is. And he's a great guy. And to see him and Purple and everybody else doing what they're doing, and they've been doing it, since ever since they started. So, to him, it's what he does, man. And I give him all the props and praise for it, man. He has wonderful things going on over there, and shit, I'm jealous, man. What the fuck?
Don't be, dude.
Nah,
Don't let this guy.
Joking,
No,
but
you got a great show here, brother. You got a great thing going. Keep it up. Don't ever get worried about that, or freak out about that, or think, well, am I doing the right? Keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're doing great. Keep trucking. Keep it going. Blow that shit up.
there you go. Blow it up.
You gotta end every show you do like that. You gotta blow that shit up. Power down.
Well, I tell you what, for my man Loki, this 24/7 Fusion Media, my man StoneLoki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Again, please subscribe to him. And with that, let's blow that shit up.
Blow that shit up.
There you go. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here and supporting us. You guys enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And you know what? Before we leave, I don't know if people gonna agree with me, like what I'm gonna say, but for the first time in a long time, I feel like true justice have been served today. Hell, Kyle Rittenhouse. That was some good shit. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. So, I was quite surprised to see what I saw, but I was glad to see it happened. And it's good to see when justice is served, man. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. So hell to everybody. We love y'all. We thank y'all. Enjoy your Friday. And man, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all Sunday. Check out Loki's Mornings of Mischief tonight for their tonight show at 10 p.m. And love you guys in the chat, man. Thank you for your support, man. You guys take it easy. And this 24/7 Fusion Media. This is StoneLoki with Loki's Mornings of Mischief. And we're out. Peace.
Later, y'all.